Good morning, students. This is Unit 1, that is Introduction of Economics and Economy, and in this unit we will continue the topic, that is PPC, Production Possibility Curve. So, by now we have studied and understood that relative scarcity of alternative usable resources is part and parcel of an economic system. Therefore, it becomes more important to utilize these resources in the most efficient manner. So let me explain you. Suppose as a student, many times you must have faced time crunch situation wherein it becomes very difficult to decide which way should you devote the limited time period for studying economics or accountancy or any other subject. So what is time crunch situation? This is a situation where you feel pressure to complete some task or some work. Okay. So similarly, the economy may have to decide whether the available steel be used to produce automobiles, luxury cars or machinery or capital goods, okay, or any other commodity you can take. So in economics, this dilemma can be presented by production possibility curve. So now what is production possibility curve? It is a curve showing alternative production possibilities of two goods with the given resources and the technique of production. Or we can say that it is a graphical presentation of possible combination of two goods that can be produced with the given resources and technology. Other names are production boundary or production possibility frontier, as it shows the maximum possible production with the given resources and technology, assuming that resources are fully and efficiently utilized. For the other names for the PPC are transformation line, transformation curve, transformation frontier and transformation boundary. Before explaining the definition, I am going to explain you the assumptions of PPC. What are assumptions means here? All economic tools and theories are often studied within the perimeter of assumptions, or we can say that boundaries. So every theory, every tool of the economy, every theory of the economy has some assumptions or the boundary limit which that theory has to follow. It means that theory will totally depend on the basic assumptions which is to be mentioned there. So before analyzing production possibility curve, let us study and understand the assumptions of PPC. So what is the first assumption? That is only two goods are produced at a given time. Only two goods are produced at a given time means that you can take only two goods at one time. Say suppose wheat and cloth or any other example you can take. So an economy will deal with only two goods, and this is the first basic assumption of PPC. Second assumption is state of technology remains unchanged. That means whatever technology we are using in the production time would remain constant throughout the production process. We cannot increase or we cannot increase the improved technology, or we cannot decrease even. So whatever technology we are using, we will use the same technology throughout the production process. Okay. Now the third assumption is resources available to produce these goods are given and constant. Whatever resources we are using in the time of production, that resources will also not change, will also not increase or decrease accordingly in the production process time. So there would be no change in the technology and resources both. Fourth assumption is resources are fully and efficiently utilized. It means there is no wastage of resources to be done. Okay. Next is the resources which are to be used to produce goods are not equally efficient in producing two goods. What does it mean? This is a little bit tricky. So let me explain you that when resources are transferred from production of one good to another, the productivity decreases. How the productivity decreases? Let's take with an example. A person who is producing good X, okay, a person who is producing good X may not be equally efficient in producing good Y, due to which productivity decreases and cost of production increases because that person is not that efficient. Thus, if resources are transferred from good production of good X to good Y, in which he is not best suited or he is not that efficient in producing good Y, as compared to good X, then his productivity in good Y will be low, and so the cost of production will be high. Okay, this assumption can be explained in the general manner, like if you are good in cricket and you don't like badminton, but your parents are forcing you to play badminton, so what will happen? You will not satisfied, or you will not achieve that much of success in badminton, playing badminton, as compared to playing cricket. So this assumption will hold the same meaning. So now you can see the illustration, okay, which I have mentioned here. The economy has to produce two goods, okay, because why we are saying two goods? Because the PPC, the definition of PPC hold that it shows the production possibilities, okay, of only two goods with the given resources and technique of production that would remain same, and at one time only two goods will be produced. So illustration, here are two goods which an economy is producing, that is wheat and cloth, and these goods production we have explained through schedule, that is table which I have mentioned here, and a graph that is called PPC. Okay, so on y-axis we are taking wheat, on y-axis we are taking wheat, and on the x-axis we are taking cloth. Why we have done so? Because on y-axis that good will be marked which is to be sacrificed, okay, and x-axis present that good which we are gaining. So by sacrificing the unit of wheat, that is on y-axis, we are producing an additional unit of good X. When we will move from 15 to 14, 14 to 12, 12 to 9, then only we are able to produce 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 unit of good X. Now suppose we have two good, that is wheat and cloth, and if all the resources are used for wheat, if all the, let me explain with you table, if all the resources are utilized in producing wheat, then we are taking 15 units, or we can produce 15 tons wheat which can be produced with the available resources and technology. On the other hand, if all the resources are used for cloth, then only 5 meter of cloth can be produced. But when we are producing wheat, we are not producing cloth, and when we are producing cloth, we are not producing wheat, okay. But if the economy wants to produce both the goods, then what happens? Then within these limit, various combination of two goods can be produced, that is B, C, D, E, okay. These are the various combination of two goods at the same time, where we are sacrificing the unit of wheat. You can see with the help of this schedule that we are sacrificing the unit of wheat, then only we are gaining. So we are sacrificing wheat to gain the unit of cloth, okay, because we cannot increase the production of both the goods at the same time, due to which we have to make some best possible combination which is best suited accordingly. So when points A, B, C, D, E, when points A, B, C, D, E and F are joined, we get a curve, that is AF curve, which is known as PPC, which is known as production possibility curve or production possibility for frontier, and AF curve shows the maximum unit of production of wheat and cloth, okay. So here is the explanation which I have explained you, that AF curve shows the maximum limit of production of wheat and cloth. So this is all about the introductory part of production possibility curve, and the related topic will be discussed in the upcoming videos. Thank you.